A very good afternoon to you. It is, of course, Jamie on your favorite show. This is the Chat Trap right here on Relax Radio. Now, at Relax Radio, we are spelled without the X in relax because we are all about that positivity. So, if you want a little bit of positivity to get going with your day, all you got to do is make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Now, with that being said, listen, if you want to take us with you wherever that you go, it is absolutely simple because all you have to do is make sure that you download our app from the iOS store, that is the App Store or Play Store. It is available absolutely free of charge. So if you haven't already, make sure that you do go download the Relax Radio app on your phone right now. With that being said, I feel like there's a lot of you out there who wants to conversate with us, who wants to connect with us. Well, then all you gotta do is make sure that you follow us on our social media platforms. That is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We will get back to you. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know what you're thinking. We'd absolutely love to hear from you. So go ahead and connect with us and, we could have a conversation. Now, with that being said, that we've been talking about a lot of serious things, and I did want to get into a topic that has been discussed in status quo, especially with regards to I feel like the Sarah Everard case. After that, this conversation is something that did come up quite a lot, and I did want to bring it up and shine a light on this particular topic from a different direction. And that topic essentially is a sexualization and objectification of women in the entertainment industry. Now, all of us love to watch movies, we love to listen to music, we love the entertainment industry, but these are some conversations that we don't necessarily have just because of how sensationalized the topic in itself is. But I feel like it is absolutely important to have these conversations, and that is why I want to have that conversation with you. Now, first of all, I want to remind you that gender inequality in the media and the entertainment industry is quite high. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, that is not true. We have progressed so much from a few years back, which is absolutely true. In the 21st century, in today's day and age that we are living in, I feel like when compared to 10 years back, the media industry, the entertainment industry as a whole caters to a lot of different women, caters to all types of women, and well, isn't as bad as it was 10 years ago when it comes to gender inequality, when it comes to sexualization and objectification. But with that being said, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in the day and age that we live in today's day and age. Okay, I feel like the media and entertainment industry, especially in status quo, have bombarded us with this image that like show us what a woman should be. And I feel like that comes out in a lot of movies and a lot of these music videos. Women are portrayed as a certain ideal figure or ideal size or ideal physical attributes. And I feel like the problem with this is that it creates this stereotype of an ideal woman, which is absolutely has negative effects on the entire society. And I feel like these industries show women and girls in stereotypical and limited roles. For example, popular movies usually portray men rather than women in serious roles, such as, say, attorneys or professors or doctors, and they assign women with these hypersexualized roles, and I feel like that essentially is the problem. A lot of people, especially when it comes to movies or music videos, a tactic to get views, a tactic to get to the top is to hypersexualize women, especially. And I feel like that is something that we do need to talk about just because of how damaging it can be. And that leads me to our next question. How damaging is hypersexualizing, objectifying, and how damaging essentially is it to the entire society as a whole? Now, see, women and girls who compare themselves to these ideals and stereotypes do tend to suffer a lot. Now, see, if you are a girl, you tend to look up to, or rather, if you're a human being, my bad, if you're a human being, you tend to look up to people that you see on TV, people that you see on a movie, a music video, models and magazines. These are the kind of people that we have been taught to look up to. And when all the models in magazines and all the actresses, they all look alike and they all have that exact same figure and that exact same stature. It creates this ideology, or it conditions young girls and young children in general to believe that that is the ideal, or that is what beauty is, when in reality beauty has so many different standards, and beauty, I guess, differs from person to person. Every single person has certain attribute that is absolutely beautiful, and these diverse attributes, I feel like, are not showcased in the entertainment industry and in the media industry as a whole. And I feel like the damage of this, of hypersexualizing girls, of hypersexualizing women, especially in the entertainment industry, because it's so influensive, I feel like um these stereotypes create a lot of anxiety, create a lot of stress about appearances, feelings of shame, eating disorders, low self-esteem, and depression in young girls in today's society. And I feel like, see, as opposed to some time back, we have so many more cases of mental health issues. We have so many more speaking up about mental health issues because of how drastic the situation has got up to date. And I feel like the entertainment industry certainly plays a big part in all the depression, in all the low self-esteem that is enraging the world as of now. And I feel like, see, other people are influenced by the media and entertainment industry's objectification, and that essentially leads to other problems like cyberbullying and other forms of harassment and violence against women, essentially. Now, I will talk to you about that in a minute, but the reason I also wanted to bring this up is because one of my personal favorite actresses is Kate Winslet. I absolutely love her. I feel like she is such a diverse. She could play absolutely any role, and which is why I absolutely love her and I look up to her. And she recently spoke up and admitted that she has felt objectified when shooting certain scenes in the past, and that she absolutely did not have a say in in what she was being cast in, and she didn't really have the courage to say no to certain things that she didn't want to. And she actually does speak up about this, and I feel like that is absolutely amazing that she does speak up about things like this, just so that we people like us could have such conversations. Now, Kate Winslet says that acting in her latest movie, which is Ammonite, has made her realize she was being objectified while filming previous movies. Now, Kate Winslet has been involved in an abundance of racist scenes since rising to fame. I think about 30 years ago, and the movie was Heavenly Creatures. It was absolutely amazing, and that's what shot her into fame. But the Titanic star, who is now 45 years of age, has admitted that she certainly felt objectified when filming certain scenes during her hugely successful career to date. Now, this is an actress's perspective of what happens behind the camera, and she speaks up about how she has been hypersexualized, where you know she has been well, basically she's been objectified for her physical attributes and for her body. Now, this is an actress's point of view, but think of the negative impact it could have on viewers, which is why I feel like it is absolutely important to have this conversation, just because we need to start teaching the younger generation that's around us that they don't necessarily have to look like a model in a magazine, or the actresses in movies or whatnot, right? We need to start teaching them to love themselves for what they look like. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but I feel like the younger generation needs somebody to look up to. And right now, the closest people, or the most personal people that comes across as well personal to them, are these actresses and are everybody in the entertainment industry. But they don't realize that it's almost always a facade. It's almost always not true what is shown in movies and in the entertainment industry. And it's so important that we teach our children that these are just stereotypes, these are just ideals, and they do not have to stick to any of these stereotypes, because they are beautiful in their own ways. And beauty definitely is so diverse, and there is no one set standard of beauty. Now, if we can pass this message on to our children, I feel like the damaging effects that is coming across through the entertainment industry, which is objectification, which is hypersexualization, could, well, at least up to some extent, be reversed. So make sure that if you do have any child around you, if you do have people that are growing up around you, make sure that you reassure them that they are beautiful in their own way and that they don't have to look like somebody else in order to be beautiful. With that being said, let's get back to some music, but make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio.